Hey guys, welcome to a quick run through on braking techniques that I employ in iRacing. This is probably one of the best laps that I've done this week. It's just fast. This is using a bit of blipping there with the throttle, just running it in. I tend to go through about 3/4 throttle initially to slow the car down. As you probably see here, it's just about half throttle. Half brake. Just like, I don't overload the tyres. If you watch as I blip the throttle, I actually move the brake pressure as I go. I do this just to basically make sure that no tyres get overloaded. I try and minimise any lock-ups at all. And this is one of the things I've learned pretty early on. You don't win races by being one of the last late breakers. You actually have to carry momentum and cornering speed through corners. At Monza, I think about a second a lap was about 1 kilometre an hour average speed difference, so it just came down to you just had to carry a little bit more through corners and you could pick up so much time. It's obviously a bit different around Laguna Seca, but it's still the same philosophy. Get off the brakes as early as you can, get the braking done nice and early, keep the car nice and balanced. I do plenty of races in other road cars, so I generally find that I have a fair bit of pace in other cars. It's nothing overly special. I'm not gifted or anything like that. I'm not going to brag that I am. Entering the corner there, that was actually without blipping the throttle, so that shows you the benefit of actually blipping it. It just keeps the car a bit more balanced in the corner. It certainly saves your life eventually. Any of you boys using auto blip, all that sort of thing, nothing wrong with that. I understand it, but I think there is a bit of a performance gain to be found by not running it, just for the fact that it uses less fuel and probably doesn't drive you into the corners as hard, so you're not having to worry about braking quite as much. But as you can see there, it's just a constant 3/4 throttle generally. The half throttle around the faster corners, where it's just mainly to slow the car down a little bit, get the balance going forward so it's all riding on the front tyres. Helping the car be set up in this way is definitely a thing that can help you along, but it's not the bee's knees of everything. As you can see there, it's just riding the throttle in, riding the brake in. I'm not absolutely trail braking it into corners. I don't think that works in cars on simulators and games. It's more about carrying the corner speed. Like through here, it's just a little tiny brake, and here we go, back to this is the outside view of our hot lap for this week. 3/4 brake there, down to 1/4, little tiny taps to keep the nose turning. I got picked up to this week and got told that on my iSpeed it shows where I'm modulating the brakes. As you can see around here, there is a lot of brake movement going on. It's probably why race drivers make such good Dancing with the Stars contestants, but this is just what we do. It's mainly about keeping the car in a straight line while braking. I love it when the car squirms around when you're on the absolute limit, but it is not fast if you're trying to be consistent. I used to look at iSpeed a lot and notice that I braked probably about 10 metres further forward than most of the top split boys when I was running around in like 15th, 20th. Move that back, and I can't say that I found definite speed, but it definitely made life a lot easier. You're not having to worry about running up the rear end of anyone. You're not worrying about where they're braking. You concentrate on your own lines, own braking points. See, 3/4 brake there, little tiny tap right at the end. That's something I've noticed, and you'll see in these next few videos, which are at Mount Panorama with the V8. You can actually see where I get on the brake, and then very last second, as I come off the brake, I'll give it one little tap again. It's the reverse of like real life braking styles, where you put the brakes on, like tap the brakes to see if you got pressure. It's more or less just keeping the car turning. Down through Skyline there, you can definitely see that I'm just playing around with the brakes. I know what the car's going to do down there, so as long as I keep it in a straight line, it'll be fine. And you just have to keep on playing around with the brakes, keeping every tyre gripped up as much as you can, because there's only so much grip a tyre can give. all these next little videos are just little snippets from Skip Barber and GT3, just showing off that I use the same braking style and everything. And as you can see there, as I blip it, I give it more brake, just for the fact that when you blip it, you're obviously giving the car more acceleration while trying to brake, and it just seems counterproductive. But giving it that little bit more brake, you're not going to lock up the wheels because you've already got the throttle on, pushing the car forward. It's just a case of just holding the car in a straight line, keeping it going. This corner here is pretty good. It's just balancing it on both there for a little bit. Maxed out braking. This here I'll show you in full speed here. It's just a case of as soon as I get the car turning and know that it's going to make the corner, it's just completely off the brakes. Same with that there. Just see that little tiny blip afterwards. And again, this little tap. Make sure the car's still turning. And here we go, down through Forest Elbow, off the brakes, and that's it. Just one absolute straight line. Well, if you got any question, boys, just message our Facebook page or me. I'll try and get back to you as much as I can. There'll definitely be a new video coming up in the next few days, talking a lot more in depth about setups and all that sort of thing. Just not giving away any secrets, but you know, I'm just here trying to help you guys out. The more competitive we are, the better off racing is for everyone. As long as we're all having fun, it is all good. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm thinking about changing my YouTube channel name to Lame Duck, since I actually started a team on iRacing called Lame Duck Racing. So hopefully you guys subscribe, and you know, I'll try and give you as many tips as I can in the future. Thanks for watching.